First, by 2030, Alibaba pledged as a whole to achieve operational carbon neutrality, which covers our Scope 1 and 2. Second, Alibaba pledged to reduce its carbon intensity by at least 50% of its value chain by 2030, which is related to our Scope 3. And on top of that, we would like to pledge AliCloud to achieve Scope 1, 2, and 3 carbon neutrality by 2030. Our third set of goals is our most ambitious, most challenging and exciting part, which is that we call this the 1.5 gigaton to achieve the 1.5 degree of the Paris Accord for the next 15 years. That is, we would like to leverage our role as the platform to influence the companies and consumers to achieve carbon reduction of 1.5 gigaton within the next 15 years. For every company, it incurs the carbon emissions through three ways. One is direct operational activity, which we call Scope 1. And the second is to use the electricity when it incurs the carbon emission, and we call this Scopes 2. And then when we use the products from upstream and downstream of our value chain, then that incurs the carbon emission from other companies' production, and that is called a Scope 3. I think what excites us is our Scope 3 Plus. We are a platform company, and what's special about the platform company is that beyond your own operation and value chain, the many companies and customers, agents, participants, it's a stakeholder economy. Their activity is not part of our Scope 1, 2, and 3, but we actually can influence them. We can pledge much more than our own operation and value chain. And based on that influence principle, we are the first to provide this unique concept, this so-called Scope 3 Plus, to commit ourselves, what we can do to help the whole society to achieve the carbon reduction. Let me first give you an example of the green consumption. In a consumption, you want to build a market that you can connect the consumers with the green products together. And that's the platform part. That is we're best at. That is beyond our Scope 1 or 2, 3. We can help the companies, SMEs, to provide better, greener products. We can call for the consumers to have a greener consumption habits, to enjoy greener, healthier products, to make the transformation. Another good example is Idlefish. Idlefish is the largest second-hand goods digital market in the world right now. So every second-hand goods, you only need to produce it once, but maybe it can be consumed several times. That's the circular economy. That is very important part of the Scope 3 Plus. Compared to the traditional IT, cloud computing can improve the efficiency by more than 90%. That's direct carbon reduction. On top of that, AliCloud actually can provide digital measurement and management tools for companies to track and manage their carbon footprint, which can lead to direct carbon reduction. That is all part of the Scope 3 Plus. We strictly follow the current standard that's widely accepted based on science methods, and that's the Science-Based Target Initiative. We already joined the Science-Based Target Initiative, and we have committed to pledge our actions according to the 1.5 degree target. So that's the standard, and that covers current definition of Scope 1, 2, and 3. The second is the preference. For example, direct carbon reduction, wherever you can, is preferred to carbon removal than to carbon offsetting. Another part, I think, is the transparency and disclosure. And finally, I think we should follow a science-based attitude. Whenever there's a good way, a new discoveries of technology, a new approach, we should adopt that.